You know that feeling, right? That super frustrating feeling when it seems like the universe is just conspiring against you. If you've ever found yourself asking, why do bad things always happen to me? Then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down why that happens, and more importantly, how you can start changing that story.
Oh man, it's a feeling we all know. You pour your heart into studying for an exam, you launch a new project at work, you start that side hustle you've been dreaming about, and it just falls flat. You're left wondering, why me? Am I just fundamentally unlucky? If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you're gonna want to stick around. All right, so here's our game plan. We'll kick things off by digging into that why me question. Then we'll uncover a sneaky mental block called the positivity trap. After that, we're going to learn how to see failure differently, understand the crucial difference between hard work and smart work, and tap into the incredible power of gratitude. And finally, we'll put the power to choose right back where it belongs, in your hands.
So, first things first, let's talk about that big why me question. And let me just say right off the bat, if you feel like you're the only one singled out by bad luck, you're not even close. It's a completely universal feeling, whether you're dealing with your job, your studies, or a personal passion project. I mean, think about it. Every time you start something new, what's your mindset? You're usually pretty hopeful, right? You tell yourself, okay, this is going to be the one. This has to work out. We're just wired to expect a good outcome right from the get-go. And honestly, that's kind of where the trouble starts. And that exact mindset, it leads us straight into something called the positivity trap. It's this sneaky mental block that we build for ourselves, and it sets us up for disappointment before we've even taken the first step. Yeah, this quote right here, does that sound like a little voice in your head? Whatever I do, the result must always be positive, because it gets right to the core of the problem. We put this insane amount of pressure on ourselves that every single attempt has to be a home run. It's a rule we live by without even saying it out loud. So, what is this positivity trap really? It's basically this belief system where failure just isn't allowed. So when something inevitably goes wrong, because things do go wrong, our brain doesn't go, okay, what's the lesson here? Nope, it goes straight to, see, I knew it. My luck is just terrible. We blame the universe instead of our own unrealistic expectations. So the big question is, how do we get out of this trap? Well, the first step is huge. We have to totally reframe our relationship with failure. Instead of seeing it as a dead end, we need to see it as what it really is, a stepping stone. Okay, this analogy is just perfect. Think about a baby learning to walk. They fall down what? Dozens of times, hundreds of times maybe? Does the baby sit there and think, well, guess my luck is bad, walking just isn't for me? No way. Every single wobble, every fall is just data. It's a lesson that makes their legs stronger. Failure is literally part of the process. And that's the real cycle of growth, right? You try something, you fall down, you learn why you fell, and you get back up stronger than you were before. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a critical part of the engine that moves you forward. You know, getting something right on the first try, that can actually be a trap too. It builds this kind of fragile overconfidence. But when you face a real challenge, when you fail and then you figure it out, that builds real, deep, resilient confidence. The kind of confidence that says, yeah, I've been knocked down before, and I know exactly how to get back up. All right, so changing how we see failure, that's piece number one of the puzzle. Now for piece number two, we got to talk about the difference between just working hard and working smart. And I've got a great real-world example for you about growing a YouTube channel. So look at this comparison. On one side, you've got hard work. This is just grinding it out, uploading videos for years, crossing your fingers, hoping the algorithm blesses you. And on the other side, smart work. This is all about identifying the actual bottleneck, the real problem, and hitting it with a targeted, strategic solution. It's about making your effort count. So in this case, what was that targeted solution? It was a very specific, strategic investment. Instead of just hoping for views, the creator put 10,000 rupees into Google Ads to actively push their content in front of the right eyeballs. Now that is working smart. And check out the result. After years of grinding with just hard work, this one smart move got the channel monetized in only 5 months. It's such a powerful lesson, isn't it? Sometimes pure grind isn't enough. You have to step back, think strategically, and sometimes you got to invest in yourself. Okay, let's talk about the final and maybe the most important piece of this whole puzzle. It's the foundation that holds everything else up. Practicing gratitude. Seriously, this is the thing that can truly break you out of that constant feeling of lack that keeps you asking, why me? Look, we spend so much of our time and mental energy chasing after the stuff on the left. More money, a fancier car, all the things we don't have.
And while we're doing that, we totally miss the amazing things we do have: the food on our plate, a roof over our head, even the simple bike we ride to work.
I mean, it's so easy to take this stuff for granted, but the truth is, so many people around the world are working their tails off day and night for the very things we have right now. When you start to feel unlucky, just take a second to look around. Gratitude is what grounds you. It's the proof that, actually, a lot of things are going right. So, we've talked about the positivity trap, reframing failure, working smart, and the absolute power of gratitude. We've laid it all out, but now it's your turn. It all comes down to what you choose to do next. Because here's the bottom line. The story isn't bad things always happen to me. That's not the real story. The real story, the one you actually have control over, is what you choose to learn from those things. Challenges are a guarantee in life. Your response is not.
So I'll leave you with this question. It's not if you'll face another setback. It's when. And when you do, what are you going to do? Are you going to fall back into that old, tired, why me story? Or are you going to see it for what it is? A lesson, a stepping stone on your way to becoming stronger. The choice, as always, is yours.